Welcome to Big Kev's Geek Stuff.
Yes. Thank you for our guest tonight, Peter Timony. It's been a while since you've been on the show.
Is that which one of them he is?
It is.
I believe this is,
Peter Timony?
yeah, I'm Peter
sure?
Timony. You can tell because I have a beard and because I'm wearing green.
I was going to say the green is the giveaway.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Actually, the last time you were on the show, that
didn't
show
tape it.
never actually made it online.
Right, so this, even though this is my fourth appearance, it's technically my third.
Right. Yeah,
Now-
that was one of those mysterious shows. We have a handful of shows. For those of you who've been listening since the beginning, we have like 3 or 4 episodes
That are in the ether.
that are in the ether.
And that was the best show ever.
It was.
It was. It was you, your brother was there that night, and
Some dude.
Chant was there
Chant
with us
McLeod.
also. Yeah.
It's his real name.
So
Chance McLeod.
for those of you who don't know, Peter was part of Zuda Comics with DC, the online imprint, and was doing. Sorry, I have to burp.
Are you,
Go ahead.
Are you like past tensing? Are you past tensing everything?
Oh no, I had a burp. Well, no, it was Zuda Comics. He was doing the Night Owls.
Okay.
Zuda, no more. Night Owls, done.
Oh, but that's not what I hear.
Well,
I hear Peter
now.
Timony said that that is false. That's a false.
Well, Night Owl's technically done,
See?
but Zuda not so much.
all right.
Okay, what's the story? Why did Night Owls end? Did Gargoyle die?
That'd
There's a
be
gargoyle
spoilers.
in the story. I didn't
There
get
is a
that.
gargoyle, yes.
Roscoe.
Well, actually, the Zuda comics, most of them have been rolled into DC's online thing with Comixology. So now they
So it's like an imprint of an imprint?
exactly.
Oh.
Does it get weaker with each version?
No. Well, at least with my comic, it only gets better.
Yours is now all pop-up?
Well, it's now what they've done is they've broken it up into 9 issues that are approximately 20 pages each.
Oh, nice.
And they're rolling them out. And the first one's free, and subsequent issues will be 99 cents.
Oh, I
So
get
it'll
it
cost
now.
it'll cost $8 to own the whole thing digitally, as opposed to the $15 to buy the paperback. So I think it's a good price point. Plus the first one's free, and that's how they sell crack.
This is true.
And where can they buy that book, sir?
They can buy it. The book, the hard copy.
There's a hard
It's
cover?
not hardcover. It's a hard
soft
copy,
cover.
as opposed to a digital
I
copy.
missed it.
You can buy that at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, or your local comic book shop.
I bought mine at Forbidden Planet in the UK
That's really cool.
because I was like, well, this is the opportunity.
But there's no need to travel that far.
Certainly someone in the UK would mail it.
Actually, yeah. I have a friend of mine who was in Ireland who sent me a picture. He saw one in Limerick.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice. And so now that Night Owls is over for some mysterious reason that we don't know, what's the next project that you have coming up?
Coincidentally, it's another Comixology thing, but this thing we're doing directly for Comixology.
Okay.
So Comixology is the publisher and distributor of this particular one. It's called Gumball. Not sure when it's going to come out yet. We're still working on the first issue, but it's
Terrific.
about a guy who is made of gum. And there's a nice twist ending, which I won't reveal, but it shows up at the end of the first issue.
You had the punch, didn't you?
Does it involve not
I
getting
don't know what you're
digested
talking
for a
about.
certain amount of time? We've never been so close.
What about when I was under the table?
Oh, shh. So, what about your other projects? For a while, Minion Maze was going on, right? Which is
Right.
another imprint, and I must admit that I have not kept up with that. Is that?
Well, it's a good thing because it's been
Was
on
that
pause.
at
Oh, good.
geekerdome.com?
No, that was Sir
Minion
Roland.
Maze was not. Sir Roland was on Geek.
Oh.
Sir Roland was on Geekerdome. We had
Smart boy.
planned to relaunch Sir Roland. We did a redesign of the character, and I'd written a whole bunch of new strips. But my brother kind of flaked a little bit. If
Your
you're watching
brother
this, Bob,
flaked?
you flaked.
Flake.
It's not
Bobby
his.
Timony Flake.
It's not his fault though, because he's doing work that pays him.
Right.
So he had to prioritize, and,
Can't fault
and
the
I'm
man for
afraid Sir Roland got put on the back burner.
And Minion Maze is on hold as well right now.
Yes. Well, because he's working on he's doing
He's working on.
He's working on the Gumball right
Okay.
now, and we've got some other things possibly happening, and
And
he's
a
also
real
got
job.
his,
How
and-
nice.
Yes, and also we both have real jobs as well.
Wow.
So now you said some of the Zuda books.
Excuse me. Speaking of which, I'm looking for a house.
I'm not in real estate anymore. I'm a banker now, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Are you looking for a home equity loan, perhaps, or?
if I don't have a home, I can't.
That's a good
have
point. We also
equity
do
in it.
mortgages.
Oh, in that case,
Anyway,
Are we
I didn't
done?
come to talk
Sorry,
about
sorry,
banking.
So you said some of the Zuda imprints moved over to Comicology.
Yes, not all of them.
Which ones moved over there? Which ones can we look for over there?
Right now, the ones that are on are High Moon, Night Owls, Bayou, Azure, Deadly, and Hammer.
Okay.
And I think that's. But most of them are gonna. What? Am I missing one?
I don't
Am I
know.
forgetting one? But most of them are moving over.
Good.
A lot of them got cut though, and it all depended. Basically, they made a decision that if you didn't have a certain number of pages in the can, you weren't going to be able to. They bought them out.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're not going over. But there, with a couple exceptions, like Molly Crabapple's comic was an instant winner that had recently been announced right before Zuda shut down, and they're going to allow that to continue.
Right.
Bayou didn't finish, and Bayou's their flagship title. They're going to allow that to finish, and Dean Haspel's Street Code is going to be allowed to finish. Dean, incidentally, just won an Emmy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really like Bayou. I thought that
I
was,
was gonna say,
really-
Bayou
So Bayou is going to finish, and Comixology is the only place you're going to be able to find it.
Bayou, I think, is my favorite Zuda comic ever.
Really?
It's my second
What?
favorite.
What? I can't have a, just
so,
because he's here. I have to say no.
I mean-
Night Owls is my favorite one ever.
I sucked your dick, you suck mine. Oh wait, that was.
You know,
So I know it's a little early to
kind of
talk
like that
about
High Moon one also. Check it out, High Moon, available now.
Also, yeah.
And the other one, Bayou.
Any word if any of those Comicology ones are going to make it to actual printing at some point down the road? Like Bayou, right? There's a collection out already.
There's one.
Right.
So
and
when
High
it
Moon
finally,
also, right?
I think they're still going to be doing their print collections. The next one is going to be Celador, which
Okay.
isn't yet on Comixology, but eventually will be, and that one's coming out in October, I believe.
Nice.
So Zuda, although they don't have their website and their online competition anymore, they still have a presence at Comixology. And if you go to the old Zuda site, it'll redirect you to their blog, which they're updating every so often. They put up a lot of fan art for the comics, and they announce which ones are going to be on sale.
And
nice.
and what about Comixology bringing new stuff on or new talent on? Do they have a means of doing that yet, or is that something they're going to explore?
That's something they've already started doing. In fact, the writer and artist team of High Moon, which you just mentioned, did a comic for Comixology called Box 13, which is available on the Comixology app, and I believe they're getting a print run of that as well.
High Moon, my second favorite Zuda comic ever.
All right.
Smarty.
Well, jeez. Well, thank you for giving us that update.
Yes.
You're very welcome.
And you are going to be joining us, right, for New York Comic Con? That is the rumor?
Yes, I will be at New York Comic Con, and my brother and I, both of us, will be doing a signing, yet to be scheduled, but it'll be at their table at some
Nice.
point.
And you guys are going to have your own table for everybody, for a couple of people that are still around. Is that correct as well?
Right, we're going to have a table for a lot of us Zuda people. Will be there. The High Moon guys will be there.
So there you go.
There you go.
Go,
Would you
sucky.
would you actually sign my copy of High Moon and Bayou? I'm just maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you know,
your brother
I'd
could,
be
like,
happy to write
remark it.
something very nice in there for you.
I bet you would. Well, thanks so much for being on our special anniversary.
Hey, thanks for having me despite what happened last time.
I was gonna
That's
say,
why
it's
we
nice to finally
had
catch up with you,
because
yeah.
of what happened last time.
So now is the portion of the show where some of you have foolishly agreed to ask us a couple of questions that maybe you want to have addressed, or maybe you're going to berate us. Both options? Okay.
We bribed with prizes.
We did bribe with prizes.
So we will be giving some prizes away, and let's go to our the first guy in the immense line. So we maybe get through this evening.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Adrian, longtime listener, first-time caller. How you doing?
Aw,
Ow.
this
going
isn't
on,
a
guys?
roast.
So my only question is, whatever happened to those T-shirts that I've been sending you emails about in regards to a certain catchphrase from your first non-existent producer?
Well, okay, so what Adrian is referring to is our original producer, Mr. Fantastic, had a catchphrase that was,
You betcha, Kev.
yes, that was his catchphrase. And initially, we had planned our second T-shirt to be a You Betcha Kev T-shirt.
Correct.
Regrettably, Mr. Fantastic, well, I mean, should we say? He did become a Buddhist monk and left for Tibet, and we thought it would be inappropriate, as he is not our producer any longer, to produce that shirt.
And yet,
since the catchphrase didn't really catch on.
So no
with
actual
anyone
whereabouts
else.
if he actually exists.
No, that's right. Right.
Well, really, he exists everywhere, doesn't he? You follow what I'm saying?
What is he, one with the forest? Would he just become a bunch of midichlorians?
Buddhist.
Correct.
Everything. See how it works?
I don't buy it, but that's all
no,
right.
no, You Betcha Kev T-shirts. Sorry.
On a happier note, on T-shirts, we do have Big Kev's Geek Stuff T-shirts, hopefully, which we will have for New York Comic Con, where we'll be appearing in October.
You know us and our promises.
Yeah. So count on that.
So expect him in like 2014.
Yeah.
So if there's a betting pool going on, you know where to
The
put your money.
400th episode live event.
And we also have a second design T-shirt that has nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Fantastic that we are trying to bring to the market, as we say. And there's even a third design in the works. So we will be bringing other T-shirts out. The second one we think is absolutely a winner. I think it's a winner because I designed it. And
Oh, right.
and the third one is one designed by OG. We're still working out the tweaks there.
Of course.
But hopefully we'll be able to bring one or both of the, well, certainly one to New York Comic Con.
Well, give him more boosts so we can get more shirts.
Yes.
There you go.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you very much, sir,
Thank you,
for your
sir.
question. That was a good question.
That was a
All
good
right,
question.
So let's have the second person come up. Person. Said person. Yes.
Well, they
Hi.
recognize him.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Pete Timony. I'm from New Providence, New Jersey.
And what can we do for you, sir?
I have a two-part question for you, Big Kev.
Okay, it's for me or for both of us?
It's
No, for you.
specifically.
Oh.
So, what do you think of the new StarCraft game, and
Mm-hmm.
when can I kick your ass in it?
Well,
Wow.
I'd like to address the second part first. Never. And the first part is it's absolutely awesome. What's it been, 13 years since the first one?
Something like that.
Roughly 13 years? Starman's saying yes. So 13 years since the first one. And yeah, I absolutely, I love it. I play it in my office. I play it at home. If I could play it on my phone, I would, but I can't do nothing on my phone. Yeah, it's really great. It was absolutely worth the 13 years. The new graphics, the new engine, all the updates, even the storyline stuff, which I'm always like, who cares, is really good this time. The cinematics are really good. I mean, what an absolute, what would you even call it? Like, it's such a great.
Would you say it's a home run?
I would say it's a home run. That's not the direction I was going. It's
No?
kind of a tribute almost to its original. It's a fabulous tribute to all the work that went into the original. They've kind of really kept that universe together and really explored it more. I'm thrilled with it. I got the collector's set, which we talked about on. Was it on 200?
It might have been.
Might have been on 200. Yeah. So I really dig it a lot. I don't think OG has seen it yet, but yeah, I dig it. So thank you very much for your question.